Ranch Simulator is a lovely game. You might expect a regular ranch simulator as the game title suggests, but I bet you cannot extract oil on any other farming simulator, can you? That's a shame they didn't showcase this feature on their Steam page. When you launch the game for the first time, you must create your character before jumping into the action. This game features the most advanced character customization system, which allows you to build masculine naked men with some strange wet skin option, or something like that. I have no idea. When your character is finally built, they will start walking through an invisible source of light to stand in front of camera, and from now on this is the game's main menu. Perfect. When you start your newly created save file, you will find yourself near a ranch with this message, which allows you to either skip or continue your way to the tutorial that shows you the most important gameplay mechanics of this game, like pouring sacks of wheat and a dozen of cool stuff in nearly half an hour. Your first mission is to read a letter, apparently from your grandfather, which for some reason become unreadable on any graphic settings except for low. And oh, this game is made in Unreal Engine. Who would have known?
Hello, grandchild. If you read this letter, then you agreed to fulfill my last will and came to our family ranch. It is desolate because I did not have the time and opportunity to deal with it. Coming to the house, I left a few things in the attic that will help you. I believe in you, your loving grandfather.
Then your objective is to turn on the radio on the wall and find a tent, which somehow finding meaning sleeping on it. Remember the radio for now because it will be important for later. Then you come back to the old house with the radio on the wall to remove a mattress from a door frame, which is referred as an obstacle. Then you will find a chest that contains a revolver, some cash, and another letter that says,
"Take this revolver in the forest. There are many more."
Then you assemble a handy ATV, which for some reason is dismembered all over the ranch, and continue your way to the gas station. In the gas station, the game teaches you how to perform the complex act of fueling the jerrycan and the trunk of your car, which leaves you with two options. A. You can gently put back the nozzle and continue your journey, or B. After that, the game polishes your social skills with encounter of two NPCs. NPCs on this game are a bunch of mute text signs with no animations. The only interaction that you'll feel from them is they will just track you with their head when you are near them. They even stay in the stores at the midnights.
Good day. Are you by any chance the new owner of one of the nearby ranches?
Yes, it's me.
In that case, I must give you the construction manual. This book will help you to rebuild your ranch. Keep in mind that construction is only permitted on your ranch territory. Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. Good luck with your ranch.
Thank you.
Welcome. Here you can buy a car or customize it. For all our new customers, we installed radio players in their four-wheelers for only $10.
I genuinely think the developers of this game believe the radios are an essential part of the gameplay of a farming simulator. You can either sell your car, which is not a wise decision, or install the radio for only $10. Then you will head over to hardware store for buying a cheap saw table, an axe, and a crowbar. Then you casually walk into your local general store and demand a pair of chicken and an egg basket. After that, the game shows you how to pour some grains on the ground and fill a bucket of water for the chickens so you can make a coop for them. Hold your horses, boys. It's not the right time for an expensive coop yet. After that, it's time for the most annoying task on this tutorial, where you have to demolish an entire house with the crowbar you just bought. Do you remember the radio I mentioned earlier? Well, here we are, my friends. Our dear developers knew it's a real big task for us, so we can listen to the radio while we are busting our ass on this boring job. After almost 10 minutes of clicking around and looking for the highlighted parts, you are good to go. Once you're a free man, apart from your almost 1100 money, you have plenty of options to take. But before we start, let's talk about the quests in this game. There are 3 NPCs in this game that give you some repeatable and non-repeatable quests. Repeatable quests will appear every in-game 2 days. First, I suggest you to pay a visit to Hunter. He can give you 3 missions, which one of them is non-repeatable. The Nimble Rabbits quest is the easiest one, where you have to go to the marked zone and catch a rabbit, and I literally mean catch a rabbit, not hunting one. Usually a rabbit will spawn near you in like 2 to 5 minutes. Catching one of them is not a big deal because of the retarded AI system of this game. Once you caught one, you can't place it in the back of the car or your pocket, so you must walk back to the hunter with the rabbit on your hand. The other missions are similar to each other. In the hunt, you have to bring 8 pieces of wild meat, Wild meat can be acquired from every moving object except the cars and the animals of your ranch. Note that you can't make any products out of wild meat. You can sell the wild meat to every shop in the game, but doing this mission is a bit more profitable. Our last mission is shooting the predators, where you must repeat the action 5 times. There are 2 types of predators in this game: bears and wolves. Both of them are harmless when you are not on foot. Bears need 4 shots to be taken down and drop 3 wild meats, and wolves can be 1 shot and drop 2 wild meats. So, if you manage to kill 5 predators and skin them, it would be 2 birds with 1 stone, as every animal at least drops 2 wild meats after their death. Also, if the hunter doesn't hunt anything himself, why is he called the hunter in the first place? There are 2 quest-giving ranchers in the game. The more interesting ranch is located here, where the rancher has 4 quests for us. The first and only non-repeatable mission is demolition of his old barn, which gives you an easy pay of $400. And the other mission, he demands 64 planks, which is a little pain, for only $250. You can buy the planks from hardware store, but there is no point to it because it costs $256.
Did you know that warriors from the distant northern lands once traveled through our mountainous region? If you can find these 3 treasures from the ancient warriors, then I will reward you generously. Oh, and could you pick up my fuel trailer from the gas station?
Oh, okay.
The 3 parts of the treasure is located at these parts of the map. Finding the dagger is a little tricky compared to the others because they are located in a big chest, which gives away their locations, but the dagger is just inside a skeleton. After this mission, you receive 2.5 grand, which is pretty fair if you don't visit the wiki of this game. The funny thing about this mission is that it's repeatable and spawns the items exactly at the same spot, which I believe is a fair source of income. And the last quest is delivery of the fuel trailer, which is located at the gas station and needs a car with a hitch option, which your starting ATV and most of the cars have. This mission gives you additional $120. The other ranch is for an old lady with 3 easy quests that are cleaning the ranch, killing the foxes, and bringing her 2 porks and 6 eggs. Altogether, she gives you $680 as a reward. After all this, you have almost $5,400 and ready for action. Alternatively, there is a bank near the car shop which lends you money, but let's get ready before taking the loan. First, let's take a look at construction system on this game. After the tutorial, you should have a cheap saw table. If you skip the tutorial, the game just places it here in your ranch with the chicken. I personally hate the chickens in this game, so I let them die over there. There are 2 types of saw table in this game: luxury and cheap. A luxury saw table costs 3.5 times more than a cheap saw table for only doubling your speed, and to make it worse, with the same gas consumption. So you can buy 2 cheap saws and save almost $350. At this point, you can either make dairy or meat product. On any of these options, you need a place to keep your animals, which can be a barn or a simple rectangle made by wooden fences. Don't forget the food and water bowl though.
I'm not going to get into the details about animal products because one of the few well-made parts of this game is its glossary. The only pro tip I can give, which is not mentioned anywhere in the game, is this. On each milking session, cows provide 10.5 liters of milk if they are milked manually. The steel bucket, which is needed for milking cows, has a capacity of only 7 liters. So 3.5 liters are wasted each time, and you can't milk the cow again. For this problem, you need a milking can, and when you are in the middle of milking, pour the milk in the can and continue milking. There is no need for this move with the milking machine because it fills the cans directly. And be careful about milking animals inside the barn, since the game is ported into the Unreal Engine 5. If the animal you're milking is near a wall, you will be stuck in that said wall. This is not a problem in multiplayer since your friend is always there to shoot and revive you out of the wall.
Enough with the animal. You can do gardening in this game. To make a greenhouse, you will need some glasses to provide sunlight for the plants, which is sold in the hardware store. Each day you must provide water to your plants and carefully harvest them at the right time. Manual watering is a pain, and automatic watering system costs you a lot, so I think you shouldn't start gardening in early game. I'm not gonna explain to you how farming works because you will probably drop the game before reaching the ability of buying all these stuffs. There is an update for log trailer and horse breeding. Oh, and you can't buy horses from your local general store, unfortunately. You need to take a trip to the livestock auction and buy your favorite horse. You can build a training paddock which affects your horse stat. Now time for the best feature of the game, oil extraction.
Pump jacks must be built on some dark black area. Only 2 spots are available out of all these places on each save file. Pump jacks need gasoline to function. It would be more satisfying if you could directly connect a fuel trailer to a pump jack, but you must use jerrycans only. Extracting each unit of oil takes 1 minute, and consumes 0.1 of gasoline. Every unit of oil can be sold for $10.
So you can convert a full jerrycan, which costs $40, to 4,000 bucks in 400 minutes. Honestly, I hyped the oil extraction a lot, but it's asked to be honest. Best Burger is a place near your ranch which has some multipliers to the price of items that buys from you. There are some abandoned, non-intractable places in the game which I searched for some Easter eggs or something like useful, but found nothing interesting. In the end, I think this game could be fun, especially with your friends, but not worth the price really.